Hello and welcome to this special bulletin from the Monash Media Lab.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Kerem Doruk.
And I'm Isabella Preston. Businesses in Melbourne are feeling the pain as employees become increasingly difficult to find. The critical worker shortage was triggered by the prolonged closure of Australia's borders during the pandemic. Harry Gell has the details.
Signs like this are popping up all around Melbourne. Businesses of all kinds are being affected, whether hospitality, healthcare, retail or manufacturing. The Taylors Lakes Hotel is one of many businesses struggling to find staff.
It's hard to get anybody to work any hours, to be perfectly honest.
Since COVID, patrons have flocked to the hotel, but bar staff have been hard to find. The hotel is desperately trying to attract employees.
Now I'm trying just about everything, Seek, Indeed, using agents a bit more than what I've done in the past.
Meanwhile in Keysborough, Australian Dairy Blends has faced similar issues. Its manufacturing plant, which blends milk powder with sugar or cocoa, has struggled to meet orders since the pandemic.
Well, we struggled to fill in some of the roles due to the shortage of people, so we had to postpone some of our orders and reschedule our shipping.
With the pandemic stalling the return of temporary visa holders and international students, traditional labour sources have been disrupted. Employers are seeking government action.
I think the state or federal government needs to issue out more working visas and bring back the overseas students who sort of work part-time and fill in some of the roles.
With unprecedented job vacancies, work is available for all. Harry Gell, Mojo News.
The so-called honour killing of an Iranian woman for incorrectly wearing a religious head covering has sparked global outrage. Protesters marched in Melbourne's CBD demanding action from the Australian government. 22-year-old Mahsa Amini died after being tortured by Iranian authorities.
The purpose of these protests is on a very first and basic and very initial step to spread awareness. And then we are going to decide what is going to happen with the government and how we can take the next step.
According to Iran's notorious vice squad, Mahsa's crime was allowing hair to be seen beneath her hijab.
Postgraduate students have begun lobbying the state government for access to discount public transport. They argue they should be given the same 50% discount as their undergraduate counterparts.
Victoria is the only state in Australia that doesn't offer the concession prices to grad students.
Monash University, Australia's largest, is pushing for the change. A petition is being circulated by its graduate association. But the state government says many postgraduates are likely employed and not in need of financial assistance.
Community Theatre Company is changing the game for theatre performers of all abilities, ensuring everyone can reach for the stars. The company will this week put on its debut show, the SpongeBob Musical, or as they like to call it, the All-Inclusical. Carly Gauchi has the details.
A Melbourne-based theatre company have this week put on a very unique show. Stars and the Moon produced the SpongeBob Musical featuring an all-abilities cast. The company distinctively implements a castmate system where each role is covered by 2 actors, integrating the experiences of performers with and without disabilities.
Ruby, who was my partner, she was being like the fearless, proud person who had courage, but me, I was like more of the clumsy, dynamic character who always forgets things and always makes people crazy.
The SpongeBob Musical is a stage adaptation of the popular Nickelodeon show in which the citizens of Bikini Bottom are faced with the impending volcanic eruption within their undersea world.
It was a really wholesome viewing experience, especially seeing how the audience interacted with the performers.
The SpongeBob Musical is the debut show for Stars and the Moon. The company produced Seussical the Musical in 2021, only to have it cancelled due to Melbourne lockdown restrictions.
The company was founded by Eitan Meyerowitz early last year, with a vision for showcasing the talent of every performer who wished to take the stage. Stars and the Moon are eager to continue producing shows in the future.
Hundreds have attended this year's Festival Indonesia as crowds lined up for delicious food and to watch a unique flash mob. Indonesians have been developing the unique group dance to rival anything you've seen on TikTok. The popular dance is called Memore.
Memore is, I wouldn't say it's a traditional type of dance. I feel like it's more of a trend that's going around in Indonesia, like it's a really big trend that everyone's participating in.
Around 4,000 people attended the event, with 1,000 of them taking part in the Memore flash mob.
The Melbourne Marathon is back this year for its 44th annual event, inspiring 35,000 runners to lace up their joggers and strive for the very best. There was an air of undeniable excitement at the MCG, which served as the finish line for all the Nike Marathon events. This year's portfolio ranged from a 3-kilometre walk all the way up to the signature 42-kilometre marathon.
I was wanting to get under an hour and then push as close to 50 minutes, so I got about 55, so pretty chuffed.
Event organisers are confident this year's fundraising efforts will surpass the 2021 amount of more than $1.2 million. That's all we have time for today.
We hope you've enjoyed this special bulletin from the Monash Media Lab.
We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.